On public transport, there's a difference between being quiet and being passive. There's a rule on public transport, unwritten but universal. You keep your noise to yourself. So when I got on the train and found a seat, a quiet carriage, heads down, headphones in, I felt civilized. Then they arrived. 3 of them, maybe 4. School uniforms worn like ironic costumes. And immediately, without pause, they launched into a conversation about their genitals. Not whispering, not embarrassed, loud, performative, and the worst part? Unfunny. One bragged like he was accepting an award for Most Improved. Another repeated the same joke twice, as if repetition might somehow force it to be clever. A third pretended to gag. It wasn't shocking. It wasn't even offensive. It was just predictable. At some point, without meaning to, I rolled my eyes. A tiny, tired reflex. They saw it, and suddenly, I wasn't just sharing a carriage with them, I was the activity now. One leant forward. "Oi mate, are you uncomfortable?" Another laughed. "He's doing the ignore us thing." A phone lifted. Camera pointed at my face. "Say something for the video, old boy." I didn't respond. I didn't even look at them. I opened my book, a book I absolutely was not reading, and stared at the page. They mistook that for weakness. "Look at him, he's dying inside. Come on mate, do a quote." More laughter. Still nothing resembling humour. And that's when it clicked. If I reacted, they would win. If I ignored them, they would escalate. So I took a third option. I'd prepared for this moment many times. I slipped into autopilot. I feigned a slight body jolt, as if I'd felt a phone vibration. A small, believable flinch. I reached into my pocket slowly, frowning at the screen like I'd received something inconvenient and unavoidable. The filming one nudged the others. "Here we go." I unlocked my phone, scrolled nothing, paused, just long enough to suggest disappointment. Then, in a tone perfectly oblivious to volume and setting, I said quietly, "Bloody voicemail." And I tapped. Speaker mode, full volume. It was my voice, altered but indistinguishable, lower, measured, clinical. "Hi, before you get home, please check your pockets." One of them instinctively looked down at his hoodie. "Last time you said they just ended up there." Confusion. Then discomfort. The voice continued, tired, but not angry. "People don't accidentally carry those." The boy who'd been filming slowly lowered his phone. Someone swallowed. The kind of swallow that happens when the atmosphere suddenly feels wrong. The final line was soft, almost heartbreaking. "Please don't make this another habit." Silence. The voicemail ended. I didn't apologize. I didn't explain. I didn't look at them. The same boy who mocked the loudness now looks anywhere but at me. Someone whispered, "What even is that?" I reached into my bag and pulled out a cheap newsagent puzzle book, glossy cover, curled corners, the kind pensioners buy on flights. The title of the page reads, "Australian Biscuits." I scanned the grid slowly, the way some people scan menus for their favourite meal even though they already know what they're ordering. My pen hovers. Then I see it. Vovo. I exhale, tiny, annoyed, almost offended. Then quietly, to no one, to everyone, Vovo isn't a biscuit, it's a glazed disappointment. Still, rules are rules. I whisper the letters as I mark them. V, stroke. O, stroke. VO, final stroke. I sit back with the smallest nod, the kind you give yourself when things have returned to the correct shape. Too easy. I tap the pen once against the page, rhythmic, calm, content. My eyes land on the next word. Ginger nut. A smile. A barely there twitch. Now we're talking. The next station arrived. The doors opened. Every single one of them gets off. Quiet. Avoiding eye contact. Suddenly remembering they have somewhere else to be. When the train moves again, I find the next word in the puzzle. Monte Carlo. Too easy.